Yeah, hey, tonight we'll try doing it in English, the profile. Without a team this time, because we had a rough weekend. We had 2 tournaments, like OTS and WCQ. We got marks from both. This one we won, this one, and this one we were 7th. So not that great. Basically, the tournaments were not great, to be honest with you. We could have done better, but it's still like, that's sharing for the sake of sharing, right? We did play Despia again with Bystial this time. So, of course, tokens. 42 cards, easily cuttable to 40. I chose 42 just for siding patterns. And yeah, let's get into it. The profile might be a bit longer than... yeah, it might be longer. I don't know. I'm really tired. And we were in Gdynia and now Wrocław. So it was Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, and let's hope I will get... I can do it. So, of course, for the main deck, 3 Alubers. That's basically nothing changed here. Of course, no, I don't see the reason to explain it at all. 2 Trash, you could bump that to 3 if you want to. But 2 Trash is... like, you don't need third, it's just if you want to see it in the mills. So, like, to bump up consistency against tier elements, 2 is fine. And 1 Adlib. We do not play Dramaturge anymore. It's not that good. The negation is a trigger effect, so it's usually shit. And this, of course, is always good. Then 3 Albas, do not cut this card. This by itself, like a normal summon Albas, it's still a good normal summon still. Sometimes versus like stuff like sprites. Oh yeah, they don't have a window to open. It should to like summon from the elf, right? You have the first action in the main phase. So if you go this, and even if they summon red afterwards, you still get your fusion summon. And yeah, that's good. I like it at 3. And basically, if you like mill a lot versus tier elements, there will be no target for fusion, right? Then we have 1 Cartesia as an additional light target and Keeper of Dragon Magic as a target to search with Magnamut. I will explain it in a second. No locks this time, like we decided, but this is still good. It's still a starter and it's still good. Cartesia, of course, floats and it's additional light target if you need one. So that's it for the basic stuff. Now we have Bystials. So 3 Magnamuts, of course, don't play less than 3. Magnamut is the best one, so why bother playing less, right? 2 Saronirs, you could, and 1 Druisvurm. You could like swap them if you want, like 2 Druisvurm, 1 Saronir or whatever. It's just to have 6 of the little ones, and Saronir in this deck is awesome, right? It's a discard fodder that actually does something, and the effect is usable. So yeah, why not? Then we have 2 Lubellians. I hate this card, honestly. Like, I would play 1 if that was optimal, but it's not. And I wouldn't play 3 for the love of me. The biggest problem of this card, that's why we play as many as we play. The problem is it dies to itself, like the archetype it's in. So Bystials, as long as they are in the mana, you probably won't resolve it. And we do play the spells that come with him, right? So yeah, if we want to play that, we need to play 2 to be able to consistently dig into this. If you like, these 4 are cuttable, to be honest. If you don't like it or it does not work for you, you can just resign. I like it. I like the pop effect. I like the banish and draw effects. They are good. I will keep it that way for foreseeable future. And now for branded, like the fusions, of course, 3. Openings, of course, 3. Reds, still 2 and 1 banishment. There are Bystials, of course, but it's like saying the deck does not work because of Bystials is like saying it cannot work because people play Ash, right? They do, of course, but you only counter these 3 cards basically with it, and an Adlib. So it's not that bad, and the Ash is less. You see less Ash, yeah. So it's not bad. It's good. You could, like, if you have real problems on your locals, you could cut one red, or you could like play 2 banishment. I like this ratio. It's the ratio I play like since the beginning, but it's a good ratio, I assure you. And then last card is Theater. I decided to play it. It's good. I like it. There is, like, we don't play Patchwork, right? So we need something that pulls away, like a normal polymerization. We do play Cartesia, but she is not searchable yet. And I do not play Lost. But you could play Lost. But you would have to play Lubellions too for that. Yeah, there is space to improve or customize the deck, as you will see in Surish. I went with like power spell type of thing, so I do play 3 droplets. Droplet is amazing in the meta, I think. It is a shame that it cannot be activated under like Shifter and stuff like that, but by itself it's really good. It's just, Droplet, right? It's good. Then we have 3 imperms. That could actually be like any hand trap you want, or Super Poly, or Allure, or whatever you want, really. But I decided to go for imperm just because the statue, right? And the Flounder matchup, imperm is good against them. Droplet as well, but Droplet under Shifter, as I said, would not be that good. Imperm, on the other hand, is always like, you can imperm Kid Chaos, you can imperm Gigantic Sprite, right? You could imperm like Magnamut, but I don't see the point in that. You can imperm a lot of shit. That's what I mean. So if I had to choose one, I chose imperm. I had to choose one. And then we have still the same as in Utrecht. I played Duster and 2 Storms. Of course, when you think about it, Storms really don't like playing with Bystials, right? Because you have a monster on the field. But the Storm part is really always and only about back row decks and Flanderies. And if the Flanderies player did not play Shifter, you don't even have a target to summon the Bystials. And if he did, you can actually, like, if you see the Storm in the hand, you can not play Magnamut, right? And just wait. And if it's like Eldritch and he didn't go for Lord, you still have it. The same with Labyrinths, they not always have something to banish with. And even if they did, you want to wait for them to, like, it's still good. It can break, of course, that's every card really, but it's easily sided out if you go first, and yeah, I still like it. And the 2 last cards, 41st and 42nd card, is triple tax. They are here only because of siding patterns. Like, it's hard to side out a lot of engine and still be consistent, right? So I chose this card. This could be Allure, this could be Super Poly, this could be anything you want, really. You could, like, cut it, to be honest, yeah? If you want to play 40, just cut these 2 and change up whatever you want. I just went with tactics as they are least, like, breaky, in my opinion. They do a lot. They cover a lot of ground, right? You can draw, take control, and stuff like that. So they are good for enemy Bystials when you go first, or they are good to take control. You know how it works. Okay, so that was the main deck, 42 cards, as I said. Run pretty smoothly. I bricked once with like 2 imperms, Droplet, and shit like that, and then 1 Lubellion, I think. But it's it's a part of the game, right? You cannot, like, make unbreakable deck. There is always something that can break. So now we have 3 Albions. I still don't have the, like, correct rarities because this is secret, but I like it that way because this one I always try to summon as like the good summon that I can use later on, and so that marked card. Yeah, you need 3 as you go for Lubellion after Branded Fusion, so 3 is needed. Then you have 2 Lubellion, 2 is not needed. I do not feel like 2 is at all needed. To be honest with you, I just forgot to change it up for Proskenian. I wanted this to be Proskenian, but I'm stupid and I forgot. And my list actually said Proskenian and changed it up later because, yeah, I'm stupid. So I played 2 Lubellion, right? what are you gonna do? 2 Mirror Jades. I didn't take Proskenian with me on the tournament, so that's why I decided to go with that. 2 Mirror Jades, you'd still need to play 2, I think. That's debatable after the Cartesia stuff comes out. For now, you need 2. Now we have Albalenatus. You don't need to play it if you don't want to, but I do feel like you want to. You need to want to play it. 2 Masquerades, same as the Utrecht list. You either play none or 2. I play 2, and yeah. 1 Curtis, you need to play it. As long as you have Despias, yeah, play it. And Chimera, Dragostapelia, Starving Venom. Reasoning is basically the same as always. Starving Venom helps you OTK and helps you get rid of Arrival Cybers and shit like that. Dragostapelia is a negation. It's easily summonable, so it's good. And Chimera, of course, is a pop. Harder to, like, you don't use it that much, so now playing 2 is ridiculous. Always play 1. And the last one is a Link still. That could be Wallow, you know, the XYZ6. I like the Link. I like it really much, especially with triple tax to get rid of whatever you steal. And now for side deck, it's pretty much the same. I think it's similar to ones I played before. 1 Pancratops, we bumped Kurikaras to 3, so now it's more comes more often, and I still like this card. I still feel as it has her place in the deck, especially it being a fairy and we playing, the field spell. But yeah, it's not mandatory. I just really like the card and I know how to make it work and I feel like it does a lot. But of course, if you don't like them, fuck it, yeah. 3 Droll Nox, mainly for Flanderies, of course. But yeah, I never set it in. I never played versus Flander, to be honest. So I am prepared, let's say, but yeah, Droll Nox, I'm still wonky about it. Then you have Necro World and Zombie World. It's for birds. And surprisingly for Goatee. Like, I played Goatee 2 or 3 times this tournaments, and yeah, there are a lot of Goatee. I don't know if it's an element of surprise that the deck play or it's just the deck is good, but it comes up. And of course, or not of course, but Ralok and Expulsion, it's in the side because it's not always safe to bring out if you do not have like the deck tailored to do this. If they play Bystials, usually you don't do that. If they don't give a fuck about it, Rat Disciple, they play droplets in main, you saw the droplets, or they play something that you know that can out it. You don't play that. You just go with your regular stuff, and it's enough usually. So that's easy, fast game 2 for you. If you lost the game 1, and you know the matchup is I always risk that because it's when you resolve it and you play it smart, it's fast game 2, like 5 minutes, 10 max, and you go to game 3 and you don't really go into termination and shit like that. So 3 Twin Twisters and Lightning Storm as last cards. This can be anything really. This I don't think I started in the 3rd one usually. Like maybe sometimes, but there is not a lot of decks that really, like as I said, the reason for them being in main deck is honestly the birds and the trap decks. I never played versus them, so I never felt the need that I needed this. So that's why. This could be Eschatos. I don't like it really. So nope. And this could be any one if you want really. You could play 2 Twisters, 2 Cosmics, or whatever you want. Yeah, So the deck performed pretty solid. I feel like it was good. I still need to work some things out, but I think the build I will play in 2 weeks on the WCQ will be similar to that. And yeah, let's hope I can still be winning shit, right? See ya.